Oh my God, Tina Knowles, honey, baby. Tina Knowles, the beautiful mother of Beyonce and Solange Knowles. This girl, I'm not gonna say she in hot water though, but Miss Knowles had to speak out. I remember we talked about this. Lil Rumi, Rumi was just at a concert. Honey. She just was enjoying her mama, honey, and Lil Rumi just was waving at the children and doing everything like that. And honey, she just got a little bit too wavy-ish. And Miss Tina, baby, zapped her, honey. Here's what Tina had to say about that.
You know, my granddaughter, Rumi, told me, she says, Grandma, I said, how do you feel when you wave and everybody screams? She said, it feels powerful.
Beyonce's introducing you and Rumi goes to her and she's saying, Mommy, Mommy,
Oh, yeah.
and you went, excuse you. She did like a mama bear move, like, stand aside, little girl, for just a second.
It was just that she was reaching for the mic because she wanted to say something.
Yeah.
And I realized that, but she was pulling, and I was like, oh God, that's all that needs to happen is the mic hits her in the face.
Baby.
So there's your explanation. That's what
What,
happened.
Ricky?
Yeah, I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Rumi, honey, first of all, Miss Tina was getting her shine, honey,
Right.
on the stage, honey, and Rumi just zapped in front of her and, started waving at the people and stuff, honey, and Miss Tina didn't look like she liked that, honey, so she just zapped her, honey, looked at her like a crazy cow, and, honey, and pushed her.
The child, she
She
looked
gave
at the child like you
She
crazy
gave it a
cow.
grandmama
She
look.
gave it a grandma look, and that's what she said with the
My grandma
look.
used to call me a crazy cat.
And I felt so bad for poor Rumi because she was just getting her shine. They say Rumi was getting her shine, honey, and Miss Tina told her no, baby, and zapped her, honey. And
Them
like,
grandmamas don't play. I don't care how rich. They don't play.
I'm sure Miss Tina had no problem with Rumi waving and getting her little shine and enjoying herself.
Well, I tell you, if she did, honey, she would be backpedaling it on Gail, honey. Tell us about it, what she did, honey, and explain
She's
it.
not backpedaling. She just explained what happened
Yes.
because people have asked her.
Yeah,
So she's just talking about it.
yeah, but I mean, that was not a good look for Rumi as a child. She don't know no better, honey. She just wanted to come out
Which is
and
why
wave.
it wasn't a problem because
She was showing her,
Knows, yeah,
teaching
she
her.
was just teaching her.
No,
It
she should have
wasn't-
did that backstage. Don't do that in front of the people.
No,
though.
you don't know what's going to happen when you out there.
My mama
Things,
said,
things
whatever
happen.
you do, you get wore out at. If you show
I
out, that's where you get
And
wore
that's what
out.
my mama
Okay.
said. That's why
Yeah.
Well, we don't do that these days.
I done got so
Oh,
many
y'all don't
whippings
do
in
that?
Kmart.
That was back in the 20s.
Brad said they don't do that.
What
Yeah,
you pointing at me for? You
y'all
want him
don't-
to say something to me?
No, 'cause I'm
you
telling
say
you-
something to me, Gary. You so tough.
Wow.
Yeah,
we're not gonna
You
Brad,
try,
y'all
you
done-
trying to point at me and talk about Brad said it. You
No,
just get
I'm
Brad
letting
like.
him know that you said
Yeah,
we don't
because
do
you
that
call
no more.
yourself telling on me so he could say something to me. You got something to say, you say it. Say
Well, I
something to
just
me,
said
Gary.
it, Brad.
Yeah.
We still, honey, do that. You supposed to chastise the child where they're
No,
at.
you think she gonna get chastised on? You want her to get whooped on stage? Or
Yes,
get,
my
no.
mama said if you act
Gary,
a fool,
it's
Brad, this is why I have
it's
to go
the
to the
show,
mall so
Gary.
much. No,
It's the
I go to
show.
the
She's
mall now so
performing.
much because my mama said if you act a fool when you're in this damn stuff, you won't go back until you're grown. That's why I go to the mall now every day because I couldn't go as a child.
Well, you might. Oh my God, the show had to continue. It was a concert.
Yeah, but no, honey, Miss Tina should have waited till she got backstage with that child. That was embarrassing. Now, Rumi gonna look at that tape and she's gonna be scorned for the rest of her life as a
No,
child.
she not.
Now, what do you want? Do you want her disciplined? I'm confused. You want
You
her
said-
disciplined right then and there, or do you want her to be disciplined downstage?
I want her disciplined,
backstage?
period.
Okay.
Well, at first you said on the stage.
She needs to be on the stage.
And then you said that.
She needs to be at both places.
I get
if
it.
she's on the stage and backstage, she needs to be disciplined.
Okay.
But Miss Tina should have done that to that poor guy. I feel so bad for Rumi, and I just
Don't feel bad for Rumi. I
Yeah.
promise you they okay, Gary.
No, Brad, you
You're
always
the only,
say
you're
that.
the
My
only
heart
one that's having a
bleeds.
problem.
Your heart
heart shouldn't
bleeds.
bleed, Gary.
Gary, you gonna call DHR?
Yes, honey, I'm calling
Call
D-Fax.
child
Yes, honey.
No, Gary.
Yes, honey. She
No.
got to stop that, honey. And in Houston, where she at, is what they call it in Houston?
CPS?
CPS. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
child protective service.
You don't even know how to work your phone to call D-Fax.
That's true.
You putting a 1 in front of 8669 Rickey. Okay, you're going to have a few complications trying to call D-Fax.
Brad, hush. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorites because y'all just really hurt my spirit. Y'all need to be more empathetic toward things. The color today, y'all, honey, is frappe. On the high end, you say frappe, and on the low, just say
Frappe.
beautiful tan. That's the color for today, Brad. I love you, honey. Let's
Gary,
do like
I
they
love
did
you
on
too,
Gary.
Color
Be
Purple.
not, don't
I
don't
love
don't
you.
say
Gary,
nothing about
Gary,
Rumi.
don't make them rappers. You said them rappers. Don't make
Ricky,
them mad.
do you not hear me apologizing, damn it? I don't want to get cut down, honey, at the end of the show.
Gary. Okay. He be showing out.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
I love you too, Gary.